Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn BA Second English for Communication paper for semester 4th, Introduction to Syllabus. First of all, it is necessary before the beginning of the particular topic to introduce you the syllabus of semester 4th. In the last semester, we learned about 3 modules: oral skills, conversation skills, developing writing skills, and all other details, and all reading comprehension text. Now, in this particular semester 4th, we are going to learn about again 3 modules, that is module 5th, module 6th, module 7th, and module 8th. See, objectives of the syllabus. What objectives you are going to achieve after learning this particular textbook of English for Communication for your compulsory English? First objective, to enable the students to develop communication skills in English, both oral and written. See how it is necessary to develop oral and written skills. Oral skills, as you learned in the last semester, that is the first part about the oral skills, that communicative English, PowerPoint presentation, review writing. Second module, you learn conversation skills. It is again related to your spoken English or the communication English. In the next part, you learned developing writing skills. It developed your written skills. So, it is the objective of your course or syllabus, that is, you are going to develop your communication skills, particularly oral and written, after completion of this particular syllabus. Next objective, to equip the students with the language skills for use in their personal, academic, and professional lives. See, in personal lives, you are going to develop your language skills, use your language skills, especially English language skills, for your personal use and for your academic as well as professional lives. If you are going to join any company, and in that company you have to use oral and written skills, so you must develop your language skills for your professional lives as well. So through this syllabus you are going to achieve the skill how you are going to develop your language skills, and you are going to use it in personal, academic, and professional lives. See, next objective, to develop the students' essential employability skills. Employability skills at the time of your interview and after you are going to employ in any company, you must know employability skills, which includes leadership skills, again teamwork, again personality, again your encouragement, all those skills which are necessary part for your employability. And speaking skill is one of the most important part in employability skill. Next objective, to help the students to enter the job market with confidence and ability to work effectively. See, after completion of this syllabus, learning of this syllabus, as you are going to enter in the job market with confidence. You should be confident and ability to work effectively. Through these skills, language skills of oral, written, conversation skills, writing skills, you are going to do your work very effectively. So, this is one of the objective. You are going to enter in the job market with confidence. To help the students to learn and practice both language and soft skills. Here, soft skills is also most important part. How to behave in the society, how to uh, dress up, how to make your drapery, how to develop your personality, what should be your body language, all those parts include in your personality or in your soft skills. So, through learning of this particular syllabus, you are going to develop your soft skills and the language skills. Next objective, to encourage the active involvement of the students in learning process. Active involvement is the most important part. It means you are going to practice for it and you are going to develop your language skills. Next objective, to enable the students to cultivate a broad human and cultured outlook. See, what is the meaning of broad human and cultured outlook? Broad means you are going to elaborate any term effectively and you are going to learn it very effectively and understand it very effectively. As well as human, you learn the human values through your text. In the last semester, you learned a real good smile, a text in which you learn what is the meaning of real good smile, how it is important part of your personality and how it matters much in your life or any situation as well. Next part, human. What is the meaning of human? That you learn the human values through that particular textbooks. And cultured outlook. You through this syllabus you are going to develop your cultured outlook and all the human values and ethics through this particular syllabus. These are the objectives for your learning of this paper of English for communication. Next part, syllabus, that is module 5th, e-communication. All of you know what is the meaning of E in e-communication. That is electronic communication. It means how you are going to develop your electronic communication. You are going to learn email writing. Again, you are going to learn how to write down the facts and send it. Technological part is also important in this e-communication. Communication as communication is a process of transferring information, ideas, suggestions, orders, requests, feelings, plans, messages, grievances, etc. from one person to another or many, or from one group to another. There are different modes of communication. In ancient times, communication was done through messengers. Then there was the birth of post offices. However, with the advancement in science and technology and the spread of internet all over the world, as we say, the net or the world is on your tip of the finger. Now, due to the technology, the world is on the tip of your finger. So, there emerged e-communication. In this particular module, you are going to learn about email communication, email discussion, groups, email pulse and blogs. The first part in it, you are going to learn about electronic mail. After that, what is the pattern of electronic mail? I think you might aware or you might know what is the meaning of email writing. Next part, informal and formal email writing. How you are going to write informal emails and formal emails. So, how write down the complaint emails. Next, email discussion groups. There are email discussion groups, and you must know how to write email discussion groups or email pals to the or email friends. Or next part about the blog writing, how it is important in your life, personal blogs or the professional blogs. These are the two parts you are going to learn in this particular module of e-communication. Next is about preparation for England, which is a extract from M.K. Gandhi's My Experiments with Truth. See, if you read this book, you will come to know the biographical details. This is the autobiography of M.K. Gandhi, that is My Experiments with Truth. And from this textbook, from this autobiography, this particular text is taken, this extract is taken, is preparation for England, where in he narrates his experience of childhood days, school days, marriage, journey to England and South Africa, etc. At the same time, it is a story of his journey from shy, different young boy to mighty leader. In this autobiography, he tells the story of his experiments with truth, which is the supreme principle. The present extract, Preparation for England, taken from his autobiography, details an account of his preparation, circumstances, and decisions to go to England to study law. In the next module, you are going to learn information transfer and interpretation of data. As what is the meaning of information transfer and interpretation of data? Information transfer is a process of transferring the information from its verbal form to visual, non-verbal, or vice versa without changing the content. It is called interchanges of information from prose to graphical representation. For transferring the collected data from verbal to visual, you need variety of graphs, diagrams, tables, charts, pictures, maps, symbols, etc. Information transfer is used for the following processes, that is, to narrate a process, event, or theory, to enumerate or classify the information, to compare and contrast the collected information, to describe the process, to generalize from the numerical data. So there are different types of information transfer. There are table diagram, and next part you are going to learn interpretation of data, that is how you are going to learn it. If you want to interpret the tabular form of information, then you are expected to do the following things. In interpretation of data, you are going to learn how to generalize the statement, that is, it means that you are expected to make the general statement about the data. Next, according to comparison and contrast, that is, you have to compare and contrast the given information from the table. Next, prediction. With the help of the given data, you have to make statements about futurity. This is called the prediction. And in this way, you are going to learn interpretation of data. You have to form statements of generalization, comparison, contrast, and prediction, etc. with the help of the data presented in different graphical presentations. So, you must also write your general impression with the help of the given data. This is called interpretation of data. Next part is about the story of the selfish giant. It is one of the texts by Oscar Wilde for the prescribed for you about the it is about the small children who playing in the garden, and how the selfish giant is never want to play those boys in that garden. This selfish giant is a superb piece of work taken from The Happy Prince and other stories. The story has an appeal to all, young and old alike. It teaches a moral that happiness comes only through true love and selflessness. So, it teaches the life values of truthfulness, true love, and the selflessness. Next, about module number 6, part C, it is about the Autograph, which is a text by Carl Sharprio, which is about it is the poem, that the poem is about the death of many people who die in an awful car accident, and also comments on the reactions of many people about the terrible mishap. It shares the poet's views on death, fate, coincidence, and envisioning of reality. Next text is about English for banking and industries. In this particular module, you are going to learn how to write uh, use English for banking and industries. You are going to learn it in notices, how to write notice, how to write agenda, and how to write minutes of the particular notice. How and minutes includes confirmation, language of minutes, and specification of minutes of annual general meeting is given in your textbook. And in next part you are going to learn writing advertisements, that is print media and electronic media, in English for banking and industries. In the next part you are going to learn the text Journey. It is again the poem which focuses on the need to leave behind what is bad and wrong and harmful and start out on a new path. It has become a popular poem for those seeking guidance and strength in their lives. So, Journey is one of the life teaching poem, that is poem of transformation. It is written in 3 verses. Next is about the old man's wisdom. In this particular semester, you are going to learn only 3 modules till the module 7th, but out of interest, you can learn also the next part, module number 8, that is an old man's wisdom, the story by Sudha Murthy, and how the short story has been taken from her collection of stories, wise and otherwise, a salute to life. It is very poignant and thought-provoking story as it opens an eyes of the so-called modern society. Next, My Soul Has a Hat is about Mario de Andre, and this poem is a very beautiful poem which tells us the reality of life. The poet focuses on a grim reality that how with growing age one realizes the true meaning of life, and really one starts living the real life after realizing true meaning of life. So out of interest you can learn those poems, the story and the poem. So this is the syllabus for your semester 4. In the next lecture we will learn about the module number 5th, e-communication, in detail. Till then, thank you.